This game is rated T for ages 13 and up. For more information, please go to esrb.org. Hello everyone, KirbyVolt here, but you can call me KV, and welcome back to Let's Play Mega Man ZX Advance. In the last episode, you probably watched, hopefully just came from episode 2, where we went on to our first main stage with Ash. In this episode, episode 2A, we're going to basically do the exact same stage, but now this time with Gray. Now I won't be doing this for the entire Let's Play because that's just redundant, but there is a reason I want to do this particular one with Gray and also show it off. So we're going to ignore kind of talking to all of the cast like we did with Ash, and we're just going to go straight to the stage. So this should hopefully be a shorter episode. Also, we got more money with Gray in the opening stage than we did with Ash. Sigh. So we need to go talk to our pal Billy, who we met in the last episode with Gray. Gray, of course, is a Reploid. We don't know where he came from, we don't know why he was where he was at.
For this mission, we have to take this container to Legion headquarters.
But what we do know is that he needs help out with a mission that Billy assigned him to. It is interesting because while there are two separate stories, unlike the first ZX game, which kind of implied that Vincent Aile's story could have been simultaneously, because essentially, if they wanted to, they could just write Vincent Aile to be twins, and they experience the same stuff that the other one experiences. Here, not so much. It is a fairly different story, because as you see, the package that the Raiders would have had, or that the Hunters would have had, from Ash's story is already on the train, implying that there was no air chase like there was in Ash's story. They just somehow came across it already. Or it did happen, and Ash is off drinking at a bar. I don't know. But for intents and purposes, yes, we're going to be handling that same cargo. And we already know what that cargo is from the last episode, episode 2. So 2A, we're going to see how Gray handles those sequence of events.
Legion? I guess I've got a lot to learn.
So, Gray is a good character to play as if you're not familiar with the world of ZX, because he does ask all the questions, so you kind of get more of the lore dump with his side. I like Ash's story better because she's already integrated into that, so she kind of already knows what's going on. For me personally, I just like that better from a world-building perspective, but Gray is a good choice. Both characters are fine to pick. I just like Ash more.
Man, you must have bumped your head pretty hard. Let's roll
No,
out.
he doesn't know what Legion is. Like, period. But okay.
Legion is the coalition government created after the war, several centuries ago, by representatives from every nation. It makes laws that govern the lives of humans and Reploids.
Yep, so basically, we've already covered this a little bit, but yes. So remember that history lesson I did in episode 1A that was very silly? Basically, they're just kind of giving a recap on that. So the war several centuries ago was the events of Mega Man Zero.
Basically, it's the most powerful organization on Earth. I bet the Legion database has info about you too. That's why I invited you to come along.
Oh, that's very nice of you.
Isn't using a train for just one container overdoing it a little?
It's not well protected either.
The stuff in that container is called biometal. It's very rare and very valuable. We recovered it from some raiders who pillaged it from ancient ruins. Legion pays huge bounties for biometal, so there's a reason we overdo it.
I like the implication is that if this was the first game then, and you were Venture Ale, you'd just do like, Hi! Hi, Legion! Look! I have all the biometal. Give me money.
Biometal? Why does that sound familiar?
Because it was in the first game. Okay, well, you weren't technically in the first game, Gray, but you know what I mean.
Does he know about me?
Who said that?
You can hear me?
What? Who's there?
I like how Billy's just like, okay, you know, this kid's just doing stuff.
Dang, Mavericks. They're going for the engine. You wait here.
So yeah, you can basically see where the dialogue syncs up to where it would have been in Ash's story.
You!
But of course, now that Billy's gone, more original dialogue.
There you are, defective Mega Man.
I like the dynamic here is that basically Pandora is the main antagonist for Gray and Prometheus is the main antagonist for Ash. Basically, Pandora is trying to get Gray because she's like, hey, my job was to kill you, get back here. And Prometheus is against Ash because he's just like, you're not worth my time. And Ash is like, no, I am. And so Prometheus is like, hey, well, come find me then.
Pandora? You couldn't dispose of this one measly imp?
My apologies, Prometheus.
No matter. We'll finish him off and take back the biometal. I've had it! Do you think I'm just going to sit here and let you two kill me when I don't even know why?
I'm gonna...
Just lay there and die quietly, scum. No way! I'm...
Hey, Gray! If you want to live, do as I say. Since you can hear me, we should be able to Mega Merge. I'll lend you my strength.
Who are you?
I'm Biometal Model A. Now I want you to focus. Okay, yell Mega Merge as loud as you can.
And the other reason. Alternate cutscene.
Mega
That was a good yell, though. I did like that. Whoa, that close up on the eye was pretty interesting. Yeah, his transformation sequence is kind of interesting. It's more like this was part of him that was brought out, as opposed to Ash, who donned the armor.
What is it? I feel like I know this power. This is Mega Man power.
Mega Man, Model A.
Well, isn't this a surprise? Our defective just Mega Merged. I've got to hand it to you. It looks like you've got what it takes to participate in this little game.
Prometheus, isn't that kid...
No matter. So Gray, you can keep the Model A for now. You've got a few more encounters with other Mega Men ahead of you. You must defeat them in battle. If you somehow manage to survive until the end, then you'll know who you really are. And perhaps all there is to know about the world. So let the game begin. His game of destiny. Game of destiny? What's up with them? Oh shoot, I have to help the others.
Wait a minute! Shouldn't we be getting out of here?
If you don't want to come, transform me back to normal. And I'll go by myself.
Okay, I'll go. Anything is better than what those guys were going to do to me. I'll help you, if you promise not to leave me. Deal?
Okay, let's go.
So I do like the dynamic of Ash in Model A, because essentially it is a treasure for Ash, whereas Gray is just like, this is just some random thing I found. You also notice that some of the dialogue is still similar. They say, hey, that kid, with Prometheus and Pandora. And there's a reason for that. Basically, both of Ash and Gray are going to find out who they are. In the case of Gray, however, he has no idea who he is, where Ash already knows who she is, but she wants to know more so she can become the best. Whereas Gray just wants to know, hey, why was I in that tube? So, with Gray, we have a bit of a difference in the layout here. Obviously, we can dash just like we could have Ash. He does shoot 3. in rapid succession now, so we can actually use that to our advantage. His blast, however, is more of a standard Mega Man-like blast. We have a blue and green variants. So, small charge, maximum charge. This is good on Gray's behalf because it will go through enemies and everything. However, I feel like Ash has the better charge shot, only because hers can bounce, and therefore you can use it to do trick shots of enemies. We have the homing shot here as well with Gray, and Gray's homing shot is actually probably the better of the two. Because with Ash's, her homing shot has to go through one enemy and then the other right in a sequential order in order to get everything. But with Gray's, let's go back over here, he'll target everything at once, which is very helpful. So there is pros and cons to picking either character. Personally, I feel like Ash is the better one because with a more damage power, and you're going to be doing more of the charge shots, things are a bit better in that regard. But I can definitely see the appeal of Gray's, specifically because of this particular homing shot, which is really dang good. And that should be about it. So we're going to move on to the boss. Going to go say hello to Bucky again. Because he is right over here. And this is going to be interesting, because some of the bosses do have slightly different dialogue.
Model A.
So far, not him.
You make big mistake. The one you choose. No good. He defective.
Oh, there we go.
You lend him your power. No good.
Okay, so I do not like Bucky as a character.
What are you yapping about? You don't know me.
Who's this? He's different from the other Mavericks.
Me not Maverick. Me Pseudoroid. Me Buckfire.
Pseudoroids are also Mavericks.
You get away from Prometheus and Pandora, but not from I. Buckfire, obey rule. Buckfire will pummel you into ground.
Alright, so same battle here. The heat is... Okay, there we go. I was like, does he not want to go down? But I am going to show off one of the techniques that we did not use in Ash's fight. So here we go. If we hold this, get it all up like this, so and then release, that is our Giga Crush. It is essentially a screen nuke, but it is actually not as powerful as you think it should be. And I am now playing like a moron. There we go. Oh, okay, he just comes straight up next to me. That's no fun. Okay, well, Tomahawks can't reach me from that range. But hey, not too big. Still a pretty easy boss overall.
Our future. Our world. Yeah!
Bye, Bucky. I don't like you. And now we're going to get the exact same spiel as we got with Ash about copying DNA. So I'm not going to even bother to read this because we already know how to do this. We just do that. Ba-boom. And then we'll do the two things he wants us to do. Which is that. And that. Now, the copied bosses are pretty much the same between Gray and Ash, with one exception. There is actually a...
Is that power why everyone wants biometal so bad?
Yes, it is. There are actually at least one or two bosses that do have slightly different attacks depending on which character you're playing as. It's not that big of a deal, but it is there.
Beats me. I'm not even sure why it was created.
Well, good news. Gray doesn't know either.
This train is all out of chug, so let's head back to the camp and figure out another way to get to Legion headquarters.
Are you going to help me?
Well, it's that or you'll leave me here, right? Besides, we got goons after us and we don't know why. It's better for the both of us that we work together.
Thank you. First, we have to help the people who are injured.
What? Forget about those hunters and let's get back to camp.
No way! I'm not leaving them. If you don't want to come, I can go by my...
Okay, all right already. For crying out loud. Why did you have to be the only one around I could mega merge
Would
with?
you rather have Ash? Thanks. You hold on to Model A. That's probably safer. But I need you to go onto the trans server and send a mission report. So we gotta do the same thing as we did with Ash in episode 2, so our previous episode. And we'll take care of that right now. Let's go get these. Yay! Giga Crush as an ability is super cool, but it does use up all of your weapon energy, and it's also kind of odd because it's not super great on bosses. Oh well. But now it can be like, wee, wee, wee. And it does have a bit of a wind-up time to it as well. You have to wait for this whole thing to form in order to use it. And in fact, can I... I'm gonna use it now by accident. So, here we go. I don't like this trans server! Okay.
So, you're the one who submitted the mission report.
So we're gonna meet the Sage Trinity once again. Pretty cool, nice dudes.
I'm connecting your trans server to Legions via a secure channel.
So we'll see how this conversation plays out with Gray as opposed to Ash, because Ash, you know, is more brash and more kind of strong-headed compared to Gray, who's kind of like, eh.
So, you're the Biometal's chosen one, a Mega Man.
Who are you dudes?
You dudes? I guess you really have lost your memory.
Go easy on him, Mikhail. He doesn't know any better.
We are called the Sage Trinity, are the supreme authority of Legion. I'm Master Thomas.
And I'm Master Mikhail. Nice to meet you, Mega Man.
And I am Master Albert.
Master
How
Elbo's
do you
really
do,
nice to
Gray?
us. He asked about
How
our...
do you know my name? Have we met before?
Like, he asked about our well-being. He was like, hey, don't go too hard on him. He was like that for Ash, too. Pretty swell dude. If you're wondering, as far as these particular three, without going too heavy into stuff that we'll see later, basically these are three scientists that met up after the events of the Mega Man Zero series and said, hey, what if we made an equal society for everyone? And they're like, yeah, that's pretty cool. And so there we are. Obviously, they were human scientists. I'm pretty sure all of them were human. Maybe Mikhail wasn't. I don't know. And they've lived for a long time, but obviously, because they're giving human cybernetic implants now, that would probably be why they have lived for as long as they have. And you know, nothing wrong with that.
Calm down. We know about you from the Hunter's report. We're running your file through the Legion database now.
We'll soon know who you really are. Meanwhile, so you're not just sitting around waiting, we have a mission for you. We'd like you to bring the biometal directly to us.
Alright, so we got a red card key.
It seems the train bound for Legion headquarters was damaged. That card key should allow you access to a new area. There's a crashed Raider airship not far from you. Find it and you should be able to get the parts you need to repair the train.
Alright, thanks, Master Albert.
The biometal holds technology and information that we do not fully understand, like the Mega Mechanism, which allows you to Mega Merge and become a Mega Man.
And not to mention centuries worth of lost history.
That's enough, Mikhail. We have a duty to study the biometal, so its secrets are never misused. Gray, can we count on you?
Sure thing.
So, if I go to Legion, you'll tell me about Model A?
That is correct. First, head for the crash site. Dangers abound, so give heed to the directions of your fellow hunters.
Alright. Well, Looks like Gray is on his way to becoming a world-class hunter as well, but we're not going to see him for a little bit because there is no point doing other episodes with him until we get to either another cutscene or big plot dump. So, say goodbye to Gray for now. We're going to get back to our main playthrough of Ash in the next one. So, thank you all so much for watching this episode of Let's Play Mega Man ZX Advent. If you liked this video, please consider hitting the like button below. If you want to see more content from me, please consider subscribing. Mega Man ZX Advent was originally released on Nintendo DS in 2007. If you can pick that up, that's really cool. I'm sure it's probably harder to now. But there is an easier way, because this was released alongside 5 other Mega Man games that were all made by Inti Creates in the Mega Man Zero ZX collection that was released in 2020 for all current consoles at that time. Please give it a pickup if you can, show Capcom your support that we want to see more Mega Man games, and maybe someday Inti Creates can come back and make another Mega Man game, because that would be cool. Most importantly though, please have a wonderfully great day, and I will see you all on the next one. Until then, ciao!
Mega Merge!